as much for many people, if you can please put on your videos, will be really appreciative. We're setting up and going live on YouTube or if you can please put on your videos, will be really okay. I believe we're streaming on YouTube now. Yeah. So we're not allowing any note takers, but we are on YouTube, and I will share the link for those who might want to watch us on YouTube instead, and also share the link, Joy, so in case you have people that want to you want to put this on our channel as well. So welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Africa by HERfrica mentoring for 2026. I'm so excited that we were able to do this. If you were in the mentoring last year, which I can see Mariam is on the phone, and she's an ever-present mentor. You'd see that this year was a little bit different, but I'm very happy with the difference, and we'll be asking for your feedback. But we went deep into business this year, and we wanted to do this for people who were in certain categories, unlike the first year when we just did this for anyone. So we are, very excited about what is going on. And big thanks to Joy, who works day and night to make sure that this organization runs smoothly. All of you know that Joy is always in your DM, always has one thing or the other. And this is happening a week before she here in Lagos, and she's all over it. So that's the link on YouTube for those who want to join or who want to send messages. Thank you, Chinyere, for putting on your video and for looking fantastic. You look lovely. I cannot wait to meet you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to hand over to Joy to start us off and also put forth the agenda for the day. Joy, the floor is yours.
Okay. Good evening, good morning from wherever you're joining us from. Good evening, good afternoon. Thank you once again to all our distinguished mentors, our guest speakers, our guest mentors, friends of HERfrica, friends of the community, especially the incredible HERfrica fellows. We'll be starting off today with a brief introduction, and then we'll get to hear directly from the mentees. We'll get to watch their journey. We'll get to ask them questions as well. We'll also get to receive feedback from their mentors to see how far they have grown. So just a quick introduction. So today is a very special day for us. It's the HERfrica 2025 HERfrica graduation day. We have set this day aside as a moment to pause, reflect, and celebrate our mentees, the courage, how far they have come, just to celebrate them and just to encourage them as we graduate them and they move forward to the next chapter of their lives. So over the past month, they have not just attended the program. They have lived the journey, they have been stretched, they have asked questions, they have unlearned, they have learned a lot, they have built, and today they stand here as women who are more equipped and certainly more powerful than when they first logged in on day one. So the journey started on Sunday, July 27th, when Mr. Kwefajindesi, our founder, challenged us with your why as a door opener and your who as a thriving tool. So that very session set the tone of everything, reminding us of our identity, clarity, and the fact and purpose, and that purpose shaped success. So that same day, we also had Mr. Ayobami Wise ground us on the essentials of strategic communication, building and executing an effective communication strategy. Then we went on to the next month, that was in August. We had Ms. Osai walk us through navigating tough terrains, managing difficult people, reminding us that leadership does require emotional intelligence and resilience. We also had Ms. Tony Bashir to walk us through the legal must-knows, for women in business. Then we went on to September. September, we had Ms. Diola Balogun teach us about pricing for profit and value. Then we also had Ms. Funai Alabi strengthen us on the foundation of business, building systems that work. In October, we had Mr. Befajingesi again on the topic of what color is your money, a powerful financial awakening for many and for all our mentees. In that same month, we had our final closing session by Ms. Saudat Salami on building a bankable brand, and Ms. Abimbola Adebaki on unlocking capital, funding your business. So in between all of that, they have had different sessions with their mentors, with the SHIO mentors who are all here. And we really thank them for all of their support, for taking time out to be here today. Each mentee was very intentional, each mentee, and I'm very sure your mentor is proud of you today because they have poured deeply into each of you. And we thank you once again for showing up, for always, always showing up. It has not been easy, but you showed up consistently with open minds. So again, to all our mentors, to all our mentees, to our guest mentors, we really thank you. We really thank you for believing in this program, this project, and we know that we're going to do more and more. And then this step is a journey that will continue and that will continue to create ripple effects. So we hope that as you graduate today, you walk away with the clarity, the confidence, the community, the capacity, and the courage that you need to excel in the next phase of your life. So with that being said, I will give a quick introduction of all the mentees that we have on the call, that we have here today, who will be graduating here today. Okay, so first off, we will be celebrating, please give me a minute. Okay, 1 second, please. Okay, first off, we will be celebrating Ms. Kikelomo Adisa. She is the founder of Stairs for Change and the creator of K-Plan, a locally produced cereal combating infant malnutrition. Through medical outreach, nutrition interventions, and economic empowerment for mothers, she's building a holistic model that reduces maternal and child mortality. K-Plan now powers her foundation sustainability, proving that local solutions can drive scalable impact across Africa and nutrition in Nigeria. So she is a women's health advocate. Next up, we have Ms. Aisha Suleiman. She is the founder of Royal Pearls Resources Limited, a CSC registered and FDA approved agro-processing company producing gluten-free flours sourced directly from women smallholder farmers in Edo and Rivers State. She is an agribusiness entrepreneur. Next, we have Ms. Chinyere Aha. She's the founder of Jolly Fresh Agro Foods Limited, the makers of preservative-free tomato mix using ultra-high temperature tech and aseptic packaging. Her products refines healthy convenience while tackling food waste, low farmer income, and women's underrepresentation in agro-processing. She's a food innovation strategist. Next, you will hear from Dr. Folake Idowu, who is the founder of Yewo Health, a women-centered digital health platform offering healthcare access to underdeserved women in markets and rural communities. Through telemedicine and maternal care and savings wallets, she's reshaping how low-income women access healthcare. She is a health tech founder. Next, we have Ms. Lois Otta, who is the founder of Lois Otta Farms Limited. She's an inclusive agripreneur, creating safe, empowering spaces for women and persons with disabilities. Despite the systemic barrier she has faced, she leads with compassion and courage. She's strong. She's out there. Her farm is more than a business. It's a statement of resilience, inclusion, and the possibility in Nigeria's agricultural sector. Finally, you'll get to hear from Ms. Edudion Ekanem, who is a nutrition innovator. She's the founder of Edibles and More Limited, a plant-based nutrition company tackling childhood malnutrition in underdeserved communities. So thank you once again, ladies, for joining the call. So we would
Sure, I
start.
just want to say something before we start with Kike. Please give me a minute. I'm sure many
Okay.
of you saw the hacker who came, the hackers who came into our call. So I've now made this such that whoever is um in people cannot join, that there is a waiting room. So if you've invited anybody, please let them know that they have to have their name, that there has to be a real name in front of their identity. We're like so small and doing good in the world that I don't even know why people want to be evil. But before the mentees speak, I want all of us to say thank you to Joy, mentors, mentees. Please, I want to hear the applause to Joy.
Joy. Thank you, Mama Joy.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes,
Madam Joy. Thank you so much.
yes.
Joy to the CEO world.
Yeah, yes. Joy is, my husband calls her Amma J, because every time the phone is ringing, is Amma J. Amma J is on the phone. She has, Joy can call you 20 million times a day. Miss T, you have this. Miss T, you have that. She's like on top of stuff, like really doing well. But I also want to say that her passion and her resilience and her interest in this is not accidental. Joy has been working with Shio for 2 years, about 2 years now, 2 years, 2 months. But before she got to Shio, when I was researching her, I saw that there was an organization that she was a part of called WeVo. I think that's what it's called, right? We
Yes,
volunteer. Yes, and these were a group of young people who were going around providing critical manpower to different people. So I can see all of that WeVo skills in this mentoring program in particular. And I just really, really want to thank her. I also want to thank our mentors, the people who just showed up. I mean, like, you people just show up. And it has just been a delight to see how you've just selflessly poured into people. Today, there are two prizes that will be won. And those two prizes have been, we have not had to pay a dime for those two prizes. Those two prizes have been donated by people. The first prize is every mentee gets 100,000 naira. And even though the person that's giving the prize will kill me for saying this, but please, please help me give a round of applause to Miss Bumi Darlington for for sponsoring this cash prize. We didn't even, like, I didn't even think about it. She just messaged me. She was like, I think, these mentees have worked so hard. It's important to give them something. And this came at a time Joy and I were actually debating, hey, how do we pay people for coming? Because we said they were not coming to Shio. The whole reason why we are doing this today is because we didn't want, three of the mentees are outside Lagos, and we didn't want them to spend money coming to Lagos. And so now they all said they are coming. We're like, oh God, they're coming. How will we, give them money for transport? And the next thing, we were on this call when Miss Bumi Darlington just sent a text message. And I had to tell Joy, I said, Joy, look at what I'm getting in my phone. So please, 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 mentees, mentors, help me give her a round of applause one more time. The second cash prize, which it came from one of my friends. If you people don't know him, please know him. His name is the Afropreneur Idris Bello. Idris Bello I've known him since he was a child. He's, somebody who invests heavily in African startups, especially in the tech space. And when I was just talking to him and I was telling him that, oh, we're doing this graduation, he said he was going to sponsor a cash prize of 250,000 naira. That 250,000 naira is already with us, and we'll be giving it out to a mentee that we have not announced, and we will not announce until next week, Saturday. Yes. But we did a competition, and the mentors got to vote in the group. Your friends also got to vote online, and we have a winner. And that winner shall not be announced until next week, Saturday. But that check is here with us. And so I just want to thank everybody who has given time, who has given money, who has given everything to make sure that you guys are doing well. But regardless of how much money anybody wins or does not win, there's no, even if we gave you 2.5 million, it's not going to be enough. So talk us of 250,000. But I think what's going to remind you of why you do this is just the passion. And that's why the first thing we talked about when we met was your why, the passion. This can get so tiring, can get so exhausting. But when you remember why you are doing this and what impact you make, the joy that you bring to the world, I hope that you continue to do it. I also hope that you will not stop being a part of SheYo. I hope that you will continue to be a part of SheYo, either as a sister circle member, which Kike was a part of, and I hope she continues to be a part of, or as we have this new category that is coming up, that I'm hoping that you can also join as well, that there will continue to be an Africa alum, so that you also will give back to those women who are coming, because you think that you've been through stuff or you're going through stuff and you don't have anything to give, but you do have a lot to give. A lot of mentors had told me before when we started that, me, what do I have to advise anybody? I don't have anything to advise. I said, as long as you're breathing, you're living, you have a lot to advise somebody on. So please be a part of this, our club. Continue to give back to other women, because the reason why your struggles did not kill you is so that somebody else behind you can stand up when they hear your story. So thank you very much. And now we will begin our presentations.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we're going to start off with Ms. Aisha Suleiman. A gentle reminder that you have 10 minutes, so the video will play. And then for the remainder of the minutes, you get to answer questions from your mentors and other members of the call.
Am I the only one who can't hear?
No, I can't hear her too.
Because I think it's a recording, but I don't hear the recording.
Okay, can you hear the video?
No, we can see the video, but we can't hear the audio.
Okay. Let me stop sharing and reshare again.
Okay. You can also send to me and let's see if I can share from here, if they can hear.
Okay. Okay.
Pardon us, technology has its way.
Another thing that sparkled my interest was innovation in agriculture.
Okay, I would like to start on the mic, that's okay.
To go for solar PV. Hello, everyone. My name is Aisha Suleiman. I'm the CEO and founder of HERfrica. It was just a privilege having part of the Africa Fellowship this year, as part of the graduating class of 2025. Royal Process Sources Limited is a woman-owned agro-processing company. We process and package nutritious gluten-free flour to international standard. And my journey was actually inspired by a passion for food business and food system, and also my background in agriculture and biological sciences. From where I come from, we have abundance of plantain and cassava. Lot of ways of creating value addition to these commodities and discover that they can be processed into flour that can be used for a wide range of uses. I'm also very passionate about women empowerment. And a woman can also run a business and also have a voice for herself and also can be financially empowered. Another thing that sparkled my interest was innovation in agriculture, which led me to go for solar PV installation course. And right now I'm a certified solar PV installer. Knowledge I've gained from being a certified solar PV installer, I've been able to implement it into my business, into running our processes more efficiently, cutting down our energy costs. Has actually been very worthwhile for me. The problem we are solving in Royal Pearls is that we have problem of post-harvest losses in Nigeria. According to FAO statistics, Mustafa's losses in fruit and vegetable in Nigeria is about 50% annually. And it's also the problem of value addition because other farmers lack the capacity to create value addition for this raw agricultural produce. Most of our produce are exported raw or with little or no value addition. And this is one of the key challenges in the agricultural sector. And also, another thing that was also reported is that 50% of smallholder farmers in Nigeria women. We also have the problem of gluten-based flours and food. Our unique solution is processing these agro commodities into processed flour package that can be sold anywhere in any supermarket, both at home and in the diaspora. We work directly as we source our raw materials directly with smallholder farmers, especially women, and we have over like 200 smallholder farmers in our supply chain. These products, when they are properly processed and packaged, can be exported, and this can create revenue for Nigeria while we export this value-added commodity products. And this can also act as substitute for import. We have 5 products that I just displayed on our screen. The size of the market of the gluten flour is huge. I'm just going to take the cassava flour market, which is projected about 5 billion at the end of 2020. So far is that I've been able to register my company with CAC. I've been successfully gotten up back for my products, which are 5 products that I've shown earlier. And export license, FDA and ASTIC, which is a very great milestone for me because to enable me to be able to send some of my products abroad. And this is something that we're really exploring already. As part of being a part of the HERfrica Fellowship this year, I've been able to improve my branding and packaging and also create a presence online, being able to tell our brand story with clarity online. The HERfrica experience has been very impactful for me. Most of the sections were very, very good. And this has helped me. The key things I've picked that it has enhanced my storytelling, branding, and leadership skills. We're able to connect with incredible mentors, women entrepreneurs that are creating, that they are excelling in all their various walks of life, both personally, professionally, and personally, female founders from all over the world. And this has helped me to refine my business, gain clarity, and gain digital visibility. The lessons learned: I've learned that leadership begins with service, collaboration amplifies impact, and also authentic storytelling builds trust by creating a very good brand value for our businesses online. Our XGD and impact was solving the problem of zero hunger, poverty. So our SDG goes 2, 7, 9, and also 13. The future ahead for Royal Pros for me is that I want to fully run my business, my full processing agro facility on solar power, and this is something that is already in the pipeline, and it's something that it's going to help us to cut down on energy, cut down on the amount of money we spend in reducing some of all these processes that requires a lot of money in the production process of our products. And also being able to increase production capacity. Of course, if we're talking about exportation of our products, we want to think of increasing our production and getting more hands, more human resource into our business. Mentorship, a very, very strong network of women entrepreneurs in the GEO network that I'm already tapping from their wealth of knowledge already. And I think this is going to help me to increase my business and revenue as we grow. I want to thank you very much for staying for this presentation.
Thank you so much, Ms. Aisha. Thank you so much. So right now we would call on your mentors just to in case they have any questions. So your mentors are Miss Miriam, Adepeju, Miss Linda, Miss Toyin Bashir. If anyone would like to please unmute, if you have questions, if you have anything to say to her presentation, please unmute.
Yes, thank you, Aisha Suleiman, for your wonderful presentation. Not just being wonderful, but very, very entertaining. And for somebody like me who has zero knowledge in agriculture, this is very heartwarming. My question for you is, have you started tapping into the grants organization in Nigeria? Because there are grants opportunities everywhere, and we have a bunch of them in Nigeria. So I know it might take like a long time, but through SHIU and other, organizations that you belong to, especially grants for African women, specifically Nigerian women. So there's a lot of money outside, and as we women, we have to really look for grants as if we want to fight, because the majority of the grants go to the male counterparts. So that's one advice I would like to share with you. Thank you again. All the very best.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you to all the mentors. It's been a privilege to be part of this 2025 cohort. I want to especially thank all my mentors. I'm going to be very selfish here. I want to thank my mentors, Mrs. Miriam, Isa, and all our mentors for my group in particular. All the grant resources you shared were very useful. I checked every single link you share any of our sessions. I go there, check for the eligibility criteria if I qualify for the grant. And this resource has been actually very helpful for us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Miriam. The floor is open to any other person who would like to ask a question, who would like to comment, just anything you'd like to say to her.
Good evening. This is Toyin Bashir. I just wanted to commend her. So of course, I will speak from the legal side. I'm very happy that she's registered her company, and I'm very happy also that she's also gone on with compliance in terms of her products. I just want to again remind her and encourage her that as much as possible, because if you're accessing grants, it's also very important that you have a good corporate governance structure, and you can't be too small to start imbibing some bits of those structures. So just to encourage you, you've done well, and you're on your way. You're already on your way. But as you continue to grow, please always remember that the people who assess you for grants and funding also want to see that you are building a sustainable structure, and that sustainable structure is anchored on corporate governance. So well done on a good presentation, and wish you the best.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you so much. Ms. Tucker, would you like to say something before we move on to the next mentee?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So the next mentee we'll be showcasing is Dr. Folake Kofo-Idowu. I'll be sharing her video now.
Good day. I am Dr. Folake Kofo-Idowu. I am an American double board certified physician, a public health expert, and the founder and CEO of EO Healthcare. My journey started with a realization. I looked at Nigeria's informal sector, the 40 million people who drive our economy, and I saw a dangerous gap. I saw market women who are backbones of multitudes of families choosing between feeding their children and checking their blood pressure and staying healthy. I saw how one sudden illness would drag a stable family into poverty. For me, healthcare is more than medicine. It is the bridge between poverty and productivity. It is the difference between survival and dignity. That is why we built EO. We are on a mission to make affordable, continuous healthcare accessible to market women, small business owners, artisans who have been invincible to the traditional health system for too long. Here is not a traditional clinic that's waiting for patients to walk in. We go to them, and we're tech-enabled, a grassroots solution embedded in communities. Through our market health plan, for as little as 3,000 naira monthly, traders get primary care, regular checkups, and medications delivered to their doorstep. We combine the trust of a physical community health worker with the efficiency of telemedicine to solve problems. Since launching, our data has been eye-opening. We have registered over 600 traders, and our fears have been confirmed. We have almost 70% of them with unmanaged hypertension, over 20% with diabetes, and these are ticking time bombs. Because of Yewo, these traders are now on treatment, they're staying at their stores, making money, and they're staying alive. But having a working model is one thing, and building a scalable, investable institution is another. And that's where HERfrica program changed it for us. The HERfrica program has been a safe haven in a cohort of incredible fellows in the social impact space. I found peers and partners. Before HERfrica, I was running on passion, medical expertise, and some operational knowledge. And this program has taught me to run on systems and strategy. The sessions were transformative. We have the branding and communications where I've learned to shift our narrative. I've learned to tell the story of Yewo, not just as a service, but as a movement for economic empowerment. The module on legal structure was a turning point. We're now reviewing our registration to better reflect our status as a social enterprise and ensuring that we're legally positioned to get the right kind of patient capital. And crucially, operations and risk, we learned the power of documentation, of streamlining things and having standards. We're moving from doing things to building systems that work, documenting our workflows so that the quality of care remains high, whether we're in one market or 100. The lessons on money management, pricing for value have also prepared us for our next giant leap. My long-term goal is ambitious and the problem is massive. In the next year, we aim to scale to 10,000 traders across Lagos, including small business owners, and we're seeking strategic partners and investors to help us expand regionally. Because the HERfrica program, I'm no longer just a doctor and a managing administrator. I'm a CEO with a roadmap. I'm equipped to navigate through terrains and manage difficult negotiations. I also now have the capacity to lead a team that will redefine primary care in Africa. To the CEO team, thank you very much for putting this together, for investing in me and my co-fellows so that I can invest in the health of our nation. At Yewo, we are building a healthier, more productive Nigeria, one market and one business owner at a time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Falake. Okay, let me pin you. Okay, thank you, Dr. Falake, for the presentation. So I will call on your mentors. We have Ms. Nimot, Ms. Omalara, Fumilayo, Ms. Alabisi, Ms. Medinot, Ms. Bim. Please, you can unmute to ask questions, to comment, and to give words of encouragement. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, Ms. Alabisi, would you like to speak? Ms. Medinas, would you like to speak?
Hello.
Okay. Hello, Ma.
Yeah, good afternoon, good evening. I would just like to say that I'm really impressed at the transformation. I mean, when we started to what I'm hearing right now, I'm really so impressed, and I just want to say, well done, and I really wish you all the best, and I hope to actually get in touch after all of this, kind of like, follow your progress and everything. So, well done very much. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. Ms. Medinot, would you like to say something? Ms. Omolara as well, would you like to say something?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, I just wanted to say congratulations to Dr. Folake, and the sky is the beginning for you. And I just pray for abundance of successes on your journey and your business.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, Dr. Folake, we're back to you. Okay, Ms. Nimot. Okay, over to you, ma'am.
Yes, hello everyone.
Hello,
I
ma'am.
want to congratulate Dr. Folake for her consistency. She's one person that I'm always looking out for on Instagram, and all her programs have been very consistent and encouraging. And it kind of points attention to the informal sector that is heavy but is being neglected, that needs healthcare and need some other things. So aside watching what she does with the market women, I see a whole lot of other opportunities. So maybe as time goes on, like you said, she's looking for investors. I'm sure a lot of other things will come on board. I must sincerely appreciate her resilience, because sometimes I watch when she go out, she does advocacy, he tells them about basic things that they need to know, and then sometimes are ignored. So well done, Dr. Fulaki, and all the best. Thanks to Shio for also providing the platform for us to mentor and also learn as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much to all the mentors, and to everyone sending their congratulations on the chat. Thank you so much. So I will open it up to anyone on the chat. If you have any questions for her, in the next 1 minute, please unmute to ask questions. If you have any comments for her.
I have a question, or I have, So first of all, I want to say that during Folake's presentation, when the video was going on, I got a call, and usually I would not pick up my call, but it was a call that was about healthcare. For some of you who are on my listserv, you see that I posted about a woman who had a baby in the US and who, they almost left her to die. And the person who had informed me about the case was calling me on video call to let me know that she was with the woman. The woman went back to the hospital, the hospital that Folake did her residency in, University of Maryland Midtown. That's where I asked them. I said, take them there. And I only knew about that hospital because of Folake, because she was doing her residency there. And they took her there. The woman is now walking up and down the stairs in her house. She's now feeling very good. And I just thought it was just a timely coincidence that we were talking about Folake's call, and then this came in. And, like Nimot said, healthcare is a part of Nigeria where people don't think it can be profitable. And they're always thinking that is it that we're doing it making no profit, or we're doing it making profit. And then all of a sudden, there's this person that's coming with, a community-centered approach. If you know Folake, you know that she grew up, born and bred in the island of Lagos. So she's at home, But I also am excited about the fact that this will be profitable, and people can see how human-centered healthcare can also, be profitable. And another thing I want to say is that Folake is one person out of this, well, one of two people out of the six mentees that I always try not to say anything about, because I will be biased. She's my baby, kind of. Me and her, we've come a long way, and I'm just, so proud. So proud of what you're doing. So well done.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Bilkis, over to you.
Hello. I just wanted to start up to some of you've said some of what I want to say. Dr. Falake's passion is just outstanding, and the sacrifices that she's making to actually leave the comfort that can be here to go over being led by her dreams and by things that she's been working on. And she's iterated on you for a very long time. Like, I know some part of that story as well. And it's just so good to see how much you have accomplished in this past few years. And I have nothing but a lot of deep respect, as well as a lot of, you know, goodwill and, you know, prayers and all of that for you, that all of the sacrifices that you've made, all of the sacrifices you've made, let me just leave it at that. All of the sacrifices you made, I hope they all, you know, all of what you're dreaming of and what you're hoping for with this work. As a fellow physician, I know how hard it is to deliver care, especially in the space that you've decided to focus on. So congratulations to you once again, and more power to your elbows, like I like to say. May your path continue to be clearer as you continue on this journey, and may success be the amazing end result for the benefit of the people you serve and for yourself as well. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, we'll take Ms. Toyin and then we'll move on to the next person.
Good evening again. I just wanted to commend our good doctor. Essentially, I was privileged to be, to have attended the launch of AON some time ago. And so for me to also hear her talk about the initiative, it's just something that was starting out, but in terms of the impact on people, it's truly amazing and remarkable. I'm also very encouraged by all she said, particularly around the branding and what she has understood that she needs to also present to the world. And this is very important as we continue to solicit support on grants to push this forward, because I do know that I'm pretty sure that there's so many available funding out there to take this forward, especially in terms of how to impact on the life. And I'm so also happy that you're concentrating on her stuff. So I encourage you to continue to do that, and continue to build. Very important that those structures continue to be in place, and make sure that you continue to stay consistent on your visibility efforts. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, in 1 minute, Dr. Falake, please give your closing remark.
A lot has been said. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Formally, I just want to say thank you. It's just a lot of gratitude, and also sometimes as people who business owners, and it's also always there's a kind of gratitude that you feel when people see you and they see the work that you're doing and the effort that you've put in. And I'm very grateful to the mentors, friends who have kind of just been observing either on the sideline, actively, passively, and making notes and just observing and saying it out loud, because even though we might not need external validation, it's also always good to hear it. So I'm very, very thankful for your encouragement, for your kind words, for your prayers and support. And again, an amazing thank you to Chio for the HERfrica program. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we have listened to 2 of our mentees speak. We have 4 more to go. So we encourage you, please continue to listen. Please continue to take notes so you can ask questions at the end of each session. So right now we would share Ms. Chinyere. We will be sharing her video right now.
In October 2022, my life paused. I questioned everything: my work, my direction, and the business I was running at the time. The rising exchange rate and constant uncertainty drained my passion and clarity. Then, in the midst of this confusion, my heart kept on searching for what to do next. A few weeks later, I was in my 12th market in Lagos, Nigeria. While buying tomatoes, a seller gently asked, "Auntie, can you buy more tomatoes?" I looked at her. I didn't just see a vendor. I saw pain. I saw pressure of losses. I saw someone who don't want to face another spoilage at the end of the day. I saw a woman trying to survive. I saw fear, and I bought extra tomatoes. As I was leaving the market that day, I saw something that shifted my thinking. I saw where they poured spoiled tomatoes, fresh peppers, carrots, and you just name it. That sight became a question in my heart. How can I make this better? How can I curb food waste in my own corner? As a food scientist, it was a problem I know I have the capability, and if I sit down with it, I will be able to come up with a solution. A solution to save families, a solution to solve family problem, a solution to solve national problem. Every year, Nigeria loses over 45% of harvested fresh tomatoes before they reach the final consumers. This is over 2 trillion naira in losses. Like the woman I met in my 12th market, some vendors face daily losses. Farmers lose income, and families lose access to affordable foods. And Nigeria struggles with food insecurity despite having abundant harvest. This is not just a problem, this is a national crisis. This moment led to the birth of Bijoli tomato mix. From early 2023 to mid 2024, I spent 18 months studying, processing, testing formulas to get a product that would exist without chemicals. On July 27, 2024, Bijoli Tomato Mix was officially launched at a trade fair organized by IBA. A clean, healthy blend of 75% fresh tomatoes, 15% fresh onions, and 10% pepper. No preservatives, no coloring, no additive. Just fresh farm ingredients, blended and packaged using safe food science principles. Bijoli has a shelf life of 12 months from the day of production, helping us to significantly reduce food waste. It's available in 500 gram, 1 kg, and 5 kg and 10 kg for industrial uses. We have sold over 1,500 pouches of 500 gram, over 500 pouches of 1 kg, and we have exhibited in over 4 different trade fairs.
Okay. Stop sharing. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Chinyo. Okay, let me pin you to the phone. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. So I will call you mentors to ask questions, to comment. I see Ms. Omolara's hand already off. So to ask questions, to comment, and to give words of encouragement if they have. So Ms. Omolara, over to you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am.
So for me, as a mentor, it's been a very humbling experience. You know, seeing a young lady come in and incorporate learnings month on month into her business and actually see the potential in that business. It's been a learning experience for me as a mentor. And she's also somebody who is very passionate about what she's doing. I'm super, super proud of the growth I've seen in her. And I know this is just the beginning for her. I'm also going to encourage her to seek for grants so she can scale her business. She has the knowledge already on what needs to be done to help a business grow. And although my door, as I told her, is always open to her, I'm very happy to she for this experience, because even for me on a personal note, I've always been in paid employment. I'm thinking of when I retire, what am I going to do? It encouraged me to say that there is a lot to be done if only you believe and you're ready to work at it. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations. I'm super proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Dr. Bilikis, over to you.
Let me see. First of all, I just want to say congratulations, a huge one to her for all of the amazing work that she has done. There are people who learn and there are people who actually take the learning, and you can see how they're taking different figments of it and turning it into practice day by day, week by week. Like every time we come together, you can see how what has been taught or what has been learned in the past month has influenced the way that she has been running her business. It's just been so beautiful to watch. Her passion is so infectious that I don't know, I'm not in the same, I wonder people who are in the same room with you, how they feel. Your energy, your positivity, it comes through over the Teams channel and all of that. It comes out of the box that Teams put us. And I just, I just have very deep what's it called, conviction that if you stick to just your energy, your passion, and everything that you've brought and you've shown in this program, the sky is just the beginning for you. And all of the things that you've allowed the program to pour into you, continue to use them, continue to be that practical learner that you are, which I really, really love about you. So kudos to you on the amazing work. Not so many people would be influenced by what they saw in the way that you've turned that, that narrative that you saw and channeled it into something that is so positive and it's well aligned with your expertise. Continue to grow with that confidence, continue to grow with all of the learning. As a lifetime learner, as myself, I found the program even beneficial for me as a mentor. So congrats again, and best wishes in everything that you do. Keep up this great energy. Don't let anything stop you or break you in the ways that you're thinking about this. The sky is the beginning.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, ma. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much to the ladies in the comment section. Thank you for all the congratulations to her. Opening it up to the floor, is there anyone else who would like to say something?
I think I didn't want to say anything about the mentees. And then I said something about Falake, and I'm thinking, oh my God, that's not fair. So I will say what was on my mind to say about Aisha first, and I'll say what is on my mind to say about Chinyere. So first of all, Aisha, I did not know that she was doing business in Port Harcourt, first of all. And when we started, I think the first day we started, I thought, oh, where's this person? Why is the internet not working? Blah, 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 blah. And then throughout the time, I just looked at her, and the only words that came to my mind every time I saw her on screen or saw her on a call was quiet strength, very simple power. And I really, really, really admire that. And for somebody who I've been to Port Harcourt, I've been on an engagement in Port Harcourt for 6 months before at a time. So it's not the easiest terrain to do business, but you are there killing it. And I'm looking at some of your plans. I'm thinking, oh my God, this woman is bold. She's as bold as those Ikore women. And I'm like, I really, really, really admire that about you. Chinyere, I don't think there's any mentoring time that comes that me and Joy don't talk about Chinyere. I don't think there's, because Chinyere is always the first person to get to any meeting. She's the first person to get to the meeting. And when she's talking, I feel like going to mile 12. Me, that I don't like market. I feel like going to mile 12. I'm like, this person is killing it. In fact, I was telling my husband about Chinyere's business yesterday because one of my dreams for CEO, and I'm going to say this now here, is something called Farm to Fresh. Farm to Fresh is not FARM, family to fresh, is a warehouse situation like we have in the US. Because we are farmers. And we don't know what will happen without our cold room infrastructure here. And one of the things that I plan that CEO will do in the future is something that you're already doing, to go all across Nigeria and buy fresh ingredients before they even need to get spoiled, to take the price and market risk away from farmers, put it in our cold storage facility, and then value add it. So to make tomato paste from tomatoes, to make green peas and all of these things that we use for fried rice from, the usual, the farm ingredients, and to then supply this to ShopRite, to all of these, shops. So you're already in the future. And I'm hopeful that when it begins to do that, your company will be so big enough that you'll be on our board and you'll be one of our partners. I really see you doing that. I'm really, really, really so proud of you. So proud of you. You're like, man, seriously doing it. You're doing it. You're killing it. Well done.
Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, Ms. Chinyere, back to you. Please give us a closing remark in 2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Good
Joy,
evening,
1
my
minute,
coaches.
please.
Okay.
Oh, Nimot wanted to say something.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's just to re-echo what I said about informal sector, which software has also buttressed. You know, one time I went to my store with my husband, and it was just looking like, why can't they have baskets to keep tomatoes? Why can't they do this? Why can't they do that? So I'm actually looking forward to CEO's plan. There's a lot of value chain in the farming sector and the informal sector that needs a lot of investment. It has a lot of opportunities, and myself is just one big opportunity that I feel is grossly being underutilized. Even the waste sometimes, goes into another thing and can be used to even power the market and a whole lot of things. So, Chinyere, well done, and just keep in
Thank you.
touch and then explore beyond what you are currently doing. You are doing a whole lot. I mean, many people are running away from chemical, and I can say that you most likely will always be oversubscribed because you don't want to eat chemical anymore. Hold on.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
ma'am.
much, Ma. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, my mentors. Everybody is in my heart. Even my fellow mentees, I had reached out to 3 of them. The 3 of us, 2 more people plus me, 3. We are very good friends, and CEO has given me a platform where I made friends, where I had coaches I can reach out my heart to. I really want to appreciate this because around Easter this year, I felt that I needed to be in a place where I'll be mentored. And CEO gave me that platform free of charge. I am really grateful. I am happy that I am here. And before we started today, I always wished that, oh, I want to remain in this community, even though our classes are ending. And before it was mentioned that, oh, you want us to be here, and I was happy. So I have taken this place as my family, and I love everybody. Thank you so much. And I'll continue with what everybody has told me. I pray that God will help me too. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So right now we will be showcasing the video of the next mentor, Ms. Kikelomo Adisha.
I run a not-for-profit organization that focuses on reducing maternal and infant mortality in underserved communities. Through our nutrition intervention program, we have supported hundreds of mothers and children battling with malnutrition. And we discover that many mothers want to give their children healthy food, but they can't just afford it. And the realization led us to creating Kaplan Cereal, a social enterprise that is dedicated to tackling child malnutrition in Nigeria. Now, the problem, malnutrition is a leading cause of infant mortality in Nigeria today, and over 2 million of children are severely malnourished. 1 in 3 children are too short for their age. That means they are stunted. Now, during our nutrition intervention program, we support malnourished children imported cereal. And at the end of the program, we realized that many mothers could not afford the imported cereal that we give to them. And the children relapse into malnutrition. And that was a turning point for me, where I realized that in order to create a lasting change, we needed to create a local and sustainable alternatives. And that's how Kaplan cereal was born. Kaplan cereal is 100% natural cereal made from locally sourced grain, vegetable, and fruit. It's specially formulated for children from 6 months and above to support their health and brain development. So our business model. Our customers are mothers, parents from low and middle income, hospitals, NGOs, nutritionists. We also partner with governments, local and primary health centers. Our revenue streams are from the product, the cereal that we make, and also from the bulk selling of the to the NGOs, hospitals, also from subscriptions, and most importantly, the CSR and grants partnership. The cereal costs 3,500 and it's 400 gram. What's our value proposition? The cereal is fortified with essential nutrients. It is instant. You don't have to cook it. It's affordable. The shelf life is 1 year. Most importantly, every pack sold helps us to reduce malnutrition and helps us to reduce infant and maternal mortality. The ingredients are yellow corn, soya beans, banana, date, and moringa. Attraction so far. We launched May 2025 this year, and we have produced 200 cartons of cereal. We have reached 1,000 children through our community outreaches, through sales from social medias, friends and families, and we have received good feedbacks. We've gotten feedbacks on how the cereal has helped the children to gain weight, help them, good feedbacks. And our expansion strategy. We plan to scale our production from small scale to large capacity. We plan to penetrate into local markets, partner with hospitals, government, NGOs. We plan to launch online sales. Our sustainability model. Caplan operates as a social enterprise where business meets impact. Part of the revenue is to support the work that we do to reduce maternal and infant mortality. We also empower the women, help them with their businesses. Our competitors are imported cereals like Cerelac, the local Tom Brown, and the Ogi. Now, how are we different from them? The imported cereals they have preservative in it. Our own is locally made, no preservatives, all natural. And our team are myself, the sales manager, the production lead, and the nutritionist that has been with us for the past 5 years. We are asking for a sum of 40 million naira to scale our production. Please, Caplan cereal is not just a business, it's to give hope to vulnerable mothers and children. Please join me in feeding futures and saving lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kife. Okay, let me pin you to the screen. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful presentation. So I open up the floor to your mentors, Ms. Nimot, Ms. Omolara Fumilayo, Ms. Olabisi Ekong, Ms. Medina Sani. Please, if you would like to speak, you can unmute for comments, questions, or just general feedback. Okay, can you hear me, ma'am? Okay, while we wait for them to speak, I'll open it up to everyone. If you'd like to speak, please unmute, or you can raise your hands and you can unmute to speak. Okay, while that is happening, I know that you have sent me a pitch deck. I'd like to ask if you wanted that up as well. Ms. Hika, can you hear me?
Yes.
You had sent me.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
You can.
Okay.
Any comments? I don't want to take up time, but I'd like to hear from others, please, before I say, because Kike is another related party, so that's a bit hard.
Okay, but while we're waiting, CK, you'd have 3 minutes to just run through your pitch deck and to just give us your final words, and then we'll wait for your mentors and every other person that wants to speak to speak.
Okay, let me just talk without the pitch deck so that we
Okay.
don't lose time. Yes. I really want to say a big thank you to all the mentors, really. I wasn't going to, because of NAFDAC delay, I was not going to start the serial advertisement on, but I think I can't remember the particular class I attended. The speaker gave me the courage to start the advert, and I have ever since that day, I think it was about the second day that I started the advertisement, I have sold and I've gotten referrals, right? Even without the NAFDAC number, and the feedback has been awesome, telling me how the cereal has helped them compared to the imported cereal that has a lot of sugar in it, so I'm so, so grateful. And I want to say a big thank you to Sister Tokbe. She's part of the success story because her encouragement alone, I didn't want to disappoint her. Even when I was not, when I was not even ready. Like, when are you starting? I will launch very soon, ma. I will launch very soon, ma. I mean, because I didn't want to disappoint her. I want to say a big thank you to you, Sister Tokbe. Thank you. And thank you, everyone. God bless you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bev. Okay, please talk about while we wait for others to speak. Please, over to you, Bev.
So I'll say something, and when I was talking about Folake, I said Folake is one of two people that is a related party to me. These are my children. Kike is another child of mine. So, but I think for me, the passion for her business came from, I'm a huge fan of her work with Stare for Change, for the work she does with newborns, with moms. I'm a huge fan. And every time I would see her post about the cereal, I think she created a page one time, took it down. And then, she did not know I was watching all of this. And I would say every time, like, no, wait, why is that page down? Why are you not doing this business? Because I saw her work as a way to right a wrong that I made with United for Kids Foundation. I felt like if she had this business, the revenue and the profit from this business would fund her work with newborns and moms. And so, beyond the fact that she was doing something that was very good, I saw a way for her nonprofit to have sustainable funding beyond begging for money. If you run a nonprofit, you know how hard it is to be begging people for money. Kai, it's not for the faint at heart. So that was my initial thing. Then, when I started seeing the before and after pictures of kids before they take the food, and then after they take the food, I'm like, why are we not shouting about this thing? Why is this not making noise? So I really, really, really am excited for what you're doing, Kike. And when I heard you say I'm looking for 40 million, in my mind, my initial mind was like, 40 million. Whoa, 40 million is a lot. But then I said, 40 million is not a lot. It's something that can come in a heartbeat, with the kind of passion that you have and with the kind of product that you're making. So I really want to encourage you to keep going. You already have a customer in me. You can, if you listen properly, you hear her shouting in the next room. I've said that when I come to Nigeria, I'm going to buy Cape Plan. It's on my list of things to buy. So well done, well done. And I see Tony has her hand up.
Okay, Miss Tony,
Good
over to you.
evening. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
I mean, again, mine is more of a comment and a commendation to say to Kike that what she's doing is very important. We all know what the issues around malnutrition is in the country, and she's really plugging something very defining in that space. And I guess I would also encourage everyone to continue to look out generally for our mentees, really, but I know that there are a lot of opportunities for you. I must say that Kiki and I saw recently at a women's conference where there were over 2,000 attendees, and she was acknowledged on stage. So I also like to believe that, again, the learnings from this from this period in terms of her mentorship may have contributed to that, but that in itself is a high commendation for Kike. We're so proud to see her on stage. Because some of us SHIO people were there, and so we're so happy that our SHIO mentee was also there. So Kike, just to commend you for what you're doing and to say that you're on track, and that I'm very assured, I'm very confident that in another year we're going to see even a more huge transformation in terms of what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Olabisi. Over to you.
Well done and congratulations.
Yeah, I want to start by saying congratulations. Initially, I didn't want to talk, right? But as I kept hearing the stories and what people were saying, right, I just said, let me just say something. So whenever I hear your story, right, I just see my sister in you. I have a senior sister too that is also doing business in Nigeria, and I think for her, it's just the passion that is keeping her. She had a lot of tough times getting this NAFDAC registration or one of those. I think it was NAFDAC, right? And she kept going and going and going and coming. But I mean, right now, the tides have actually changed for her. So I just want to say congratulations. And I just want to say that, I mean, don't give up, just continue. And it's just a matter of time before you get that NAFDAC registration. And then the sky will be your limit. Congratulations and well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Dr. Bilkis.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add a little bit. Everyone who, like most people who know me, know that women's health is a big area of passion for me. And maternal and child health is one of the is one of the deepest place where I have the most grounds, the most knowledge. It was my dissertation, coming out of medical school and all. So malnutrition has been something that's been top of mind. There's no reason why that number of under fives that die every year from malnutrition in the continent, there's no reason why that should continue to happen. And there's no reason why we should be dependent on cereal that is coming from other parts of the world to feed our people when we actually have the capacity to do so. So this area, I think it's one of the places where I think there is a lot of opportunities, and you may have heard of several other folks that have started this. There was someone, Sheon Joe, and then there's one lawyer, Adetiba, or something that I've tried, and I think there's opportunity to learn from what worked and what hasn't worked in this space that you can continue to put into how you approach some of the work that you're doing. But I just wanted to commend you, and I wanted to let you know that this is an area of need, and I think there is a lot of opportunities, not only within Nigeria, but across the continent, to ensure that kids that are born there, in Africa, have the access to to better, even better food supply, because the continent is very rich with all of these resources. We just need to find a way to make sure that we're innovating enough that all of this becomes easily accessible and easily storable, and all of the other things that come with it, so that we can reap the benefit of this. Thank you for being part of the fight to ensure that both mothers and children are joyful and can thrive. So thanks.
I just was, Bilkis, there's something that you said right now that I wanted to say about Kika's business. So this morning I saw a report that companies like Nestle actually add more added sugar to children's foods in Africa than they do in the same foods in Asia and the Americas and Europe. One of those foods is Cerelac, which is a competition, which people think, oh, I'm enlightened, and so this material is going to take Cerelac, but they're adding more sugar for kids, and we all know what added sugar does to the body. So imagine, piling your kids with that from when they're born, and you think you're giving them good food. So these are things that make me inspired and encouraged that you are in business.
Absolutely. And all of that, when we talk about the chronic health diseases that come up later, a lot of it starts from childhood. So it's what their taste buds are used to from the beginning that carries them all the way to adulthood. So there's a big reason for that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to the ladies who have spoken and the ones who have commented in the chat box. We'll call on our next mentee, Ms. Lois. I will be sharing her video now.
My name is Lois Alta. I'm the founder and CEO of Lois Alta Farms. I'm here to tell you proudly that I'm a wheelchair user and a farmer. A farmer with disability. When I say disability, I mean THIS. I was affected by polio when I was 2 years old, but I see it as a blessing and not a curse. I see it as a bridge and not a barricade. And I also see my disability as an opportunity to change the world by creating more farmers with disabilities in the agribusiness. Our value chains are rice, beans, bambara nuts, cassava, potatoes, and fish. We are supported by Aliko Dangote Foundation, Illuminate, and other great organizations. We have also trained some persons with disabilities, and we have database of persons with disabilities in 17 states in Nigeria. Persons with disabilities are not liability. They are people with gifts, with talent and potentials. They only need support to become great leaders. And I'm going to talk about the 5 E's. The first one is education. The second one is engagement. The third one is empowerment. The fourth one is employment. And the fifth one is enablement. When we create these 5 E's for farmers with disabilities, we'll be able to achieve more together. In the HERfrica mentorship platform, I've learned a lot. A very big thank you to Madam Tope and her team and all my mentors. The knowledge they have instilled in me, I will go out there and train other farmers with disabilities. And my ask is simple. We need $100,000 to be able to set up structures for farmers with disabilities in the FCT and Kaduna State. These structures are farmlands, they are farm inputs and machineries that will enable us to do our work efficiently and independently. And don't forget, we have challenges. These challenges are enormous. One of them is discrimination, the second one is exclusion, the third one is underrepresentation in the agribusiness against community of persons with disabilities, especially farmers with disabilities. We are here to tell the world that persons with disabilities are readily available to transform the world through agribusiness. because we are not only staying on the problems and the challenges we face, we are moving from problems to possibilities, and from possibilities to productivity, and from productivity to prosperity. Come, join us, support us, believe in us, guide us, direct us, and we will exceedingly do well. Thank you for listening. My name is Lloyd.
Okay, that was a wonderful presentation. Okay, Ms. Lois, let me pin you to the chat. Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. So I will open up the chat to your mentors. We have Ms. Isaac, Ms. Miriam, Ms. Adekeju, Ms. Linda, Ms. Toye. If you'd like to speak, please unmute. Okay, Ms. Toye, Ms. Linda, I don't know if you can hear me. Please unmute if you have questions, if you have suggestions. If you
Miriam has
have...
a hand. Miriam is raising her hand up. Miriam.
Okay, over to you, ma'am.
Yes, okay. I don't know if we all caught the second to the last statement that Lois said. We should not see people of disability as just problems because they have many abilities. So if we include them in the society, our problems, societal problems, can become possibilities. From possibilities, then we'll see productivities, and from productivities, there'll be prosperity. And that's what we want, not only in Nigeria, but also in the world. So I would like to congratulate you for a very, very, captivating presentation, because working with people with disabilities here in Texas, it's something that we have to feel humbled for those of us who are not in their shoes. And we have to really make sure they are all included in whatever we are doing. And when it comes to the agri space in Nigeria, you are breaking barriers already. I love when I see women, or the midst of women like you all, who are breaking barriers, regardless of the field you find yourself in, because we have so many women in the world, millions of women who they have a voice, but they can't speak because where they are being shut down. So for those of us who are privileged, blessed to be in an organization like this, and many other organizations that are really rooting for women's empowerment, please, let's continue to be there for women who are, who have so much to give to the world, but they cannot. So thank you very much for a captivating presentation. I really applaud you for not seeing your disability as a problem to the society, but your disability is really, making the world a better place, especially our home country, Nigeria. So God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Mariam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, Miss Linda, would you like to say something?
Yes, actually. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. Very well done to everyone. Ms. Lewis, thank you. That was a great presentation. I actually, I can relate because my mom was disabled. She was in a car accident decades ago in Nigeria on a work trip, and she became paralyzed. That didn't stop her. So when I got to meet you and hear about your work from HERfrica and from Tope, it was such a great inspiration. In fact, I actually showed my mom some of your videos because I remember decades ago she was working in Nigeria, and even with her disability, a lot of people told her, "Oh no, just retire, go and sit down. Why are you still stressing yourself?" But she refused. She worked for years until she retired at her correct 60 years old. So just a big shout out to you for the work you're doing. This is really awesome. She loves you already. She doesn't know you, but through me, I've been showing her what you do. and she's very inspired by you because she's like, this is what she wants to see. This was what it mattered to her, seeing somebody else in her shoes making an impact, because she was able to do so also back home before she eventually moved over here after retirement. So we'll continue to support you in our own little way, and I truly, truly wish you all the best. And I pray that you will succeed and strive 100 times more than where you are now. I see you. You're very driven. You're definitely going places. So just keep doing what you're doing. We're hearing you. We are pushing for you. We're going to support in our own way. We're going to keep spreading the word, and by God's grace, things will happen for you and everybody else here. Thank you all so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Thank you
much,
so much,
Madam
Miss.
Anita.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. So to any other person on the call, if you'd like to say something, please you can raise your hand or you can unmute to speak. Mr. Pearl, would you like to say something?
So I really, first of all, tell you that, Lois, that you humble me. That's when I think about you, I'm humbled because I'm speaking to you. I'm sitting down right here on a farm that is 10 acres. And the only time you see me on the farm, if you follow our farm on social media, Dodo Farms, the only time you see me on the farm, there's a camera rolling. They are like, I'm the one who does the PR. But to go and sit down and be letting flies bite me, and the plants look at me and be mean to me, it doesn't happen. And I just find farming to be such hard work, like such hard work. It's so hard, and I'm like, why is this thing so hard? But I look at someone like my husband, and morning till night, he's like doing this stuff, and I've come to one conclusion, and that conclusion is that farming and agriculture in general is a very spiritual venture, period. And you have to be chosen for it. Because how else can you who, like, people, if you sat, I'm going to stay at home and just sit down by my computer and just do virtual assistant or accounting work like me, or do nutrition and health like Mariam. I'm just picking on everybody who is on the on the thing. And people say, yeah, of course, but you chose to rise beyond, the excuse that the world can accept. And go and do something that people like me who don't have any disability cannot do. So for me, when I think about you, when I read about you, when I see stuff about you, I'm humbled and I'm inspired, to be honest, to really just do better. And I just hope and pray that not only will your farm and your venture succeed, but that other people will see you and rise above challenges and excuses and actually do stuff. You're really, 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 really humbling me. So thank you, and I cannot wait to meet you.
Thank you very much, Madam Tope. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, Ms. Lois, please, in the next 2 minutes, give us your closing remarks.
Oh, what an amazing experience. An experience I'll never forget. Thank you, Madam Tope. Because of you, we are here today. Because of you, persons with disabilities will be transformed. Because of you, lives of the vulnerable groups will be touched positively. You are a gift to the world. You are a blessing. Thank you for doing this for us. You did not just change Lois Alta, but community of persons with disabilities. You heard me very well that we have a database of farmers with disabilities in 17 states. And I can't wait for us to make a difference. I can't wait for these farmers moving from problems to prosperity. This is where we want to see ourselves in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. I will never forget. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So we'll be calling our last mentee, Ms. Edith Young Ekanem. I'll be sharing her video on the screen now.
So welcome to Edibles and World Limited, one-stop shop. This is actually our showroom, a shop that we process ready-to-use powder form for busy homes to have access to healthy and nutritious food without preparation stress. So we have in stocks ranging from beans powder, which you can easily make more your piggery and the rest without stress. We have oat swallows for healthy swallow lovers. We have plantain flour for healthy plantain. For healthy swallow lovers, we have tiger nuts to make tiger nut juice for at the comfort of your home. We have a whole lot of easy to make fufu, also that is very easy to make from the comfort of your home without you having to think of what fufu is being made on the road or how it's being made. So these are processed unadulterated. We process them without any form of any additive or preservative. So we have spices in stock, we have seeds in stock, we have spices, we have different types of pepper that you can use. We formulate spices too. This is mixed spice for generic. We have tomato paste and every other thing. So we started this company from the comfort of our home when we started to produce mixed cereal and soya beans to help cut protein, energy, malnutrition problems among a lower income community. We know that the cost of buying animal protein is usually very costly for lower income earners. So most of them leave the children just because they don't afford it to become stunted and which leads to a lot of complications. So we started to produce this. They are now for certified. So we started to produce this in 2018 from the comfort of our own. Before we got NAFTA certified in 2022, we moved out to a factory that we process this. So along the line, beyond the 7 years of our business, we've had products like over 15 and counting, and we send products out of Nigeria. We supply to people outside Nigeria, UK, US. We do door-to-door delivery. We process a whole lot. We do vegetable dehydration, fruit dehydration, and every other thing. So as a food scientist, this is also my age to youth and problem in Nigeria, especially among lower income community and also among busy homes. So we have a whole lot of things. Of course, you have healthier alternative to which are the juices. This is the juice alternative. This is tiger nuts, and we have varieties of them. This is tiger nut with beetroots and every other thing. So we process a whole lot of things, and in the process, we are also doing dehydration. This is dehydration of a poundo, which will dry and we transform them into powdered form. So we do a whole lot of helping women or families that are busy have access to healthy food without preparation stress. And also we also help to tackle malnutrition problem among lower income communities by providing them healthy meals from the comfort, by providing healthy and affordable meals to help them prepare food for their children that is affordable. So that's all we do here. We are open for partnership. We are open for investment. We are open to talk about business at a different space. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Let me quickly. Okay, thank you. If please can you turn on your video? If you can hear me, please turn on your video. Thank you. Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. So I will open it up to your mentors for feedback, for questions, for comments. So your mentors, Ms. Bumi, Ms. Omolara Gafar, Ms. Temitope, Dr. Billy Keys. If you'd like to say something, please, you can unmute to speak. Dr. Billy Keys, Ms. Temitope, you can unmute to speak.
Bye.
That is why I didn't want to of you. High five. She wants to high five.
Okay. So while we wait for your mentors, to every other.
I'm good.
Okay, Dr. Bilikis.
Yes.
Okay.
All of that energy. Yes, I am so happy for you for the completion and getting to this part of the program. It's been really rewarding just watching your growth as well from the beginning of the program to now. And you're also solving a big problem. Sometimes when as you were doing your presentation, I was like, how can we just find a way to help those things disappear from Nigeria and just appear here? Like in here now, for instance, for us that still like our Nigerian food as much, one of the challenges is you open all of these bags and you're wondering where did they come from? How were they processed? Being able to find alternatives that are rich, that are unadulterated, like all of that can take all of the curiosity that you have or the confusion that you have away, I think is just wonderful. So kudos to you on your product, and I wish you nothing but continued success. Continue to take all of what has been given in the program, and I wish you all the very best.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Bilikis. To every other person on the call, if you'd like to ask a question, if you'd like to comment, if you'd like to give words of encouragement, you can unmute to speak. Okay, so while we wait for that, Stephen, would you like to say a few words?
So I'm going to tell you a little story, and I'm not sure. Maybe there's only one person on this call that might know this story. When I was in my final year in university in 1998, so you can see how old I am. I was my final year in Unilag, and I was taking this course, this advanced business systems course that everybody found so difficult. People found the class is really tough. And the class was taught by the dean of the faculty. You guys, even those in diaspora, you know how it is when there's a class that is taught by the dean of the faculty of the department. So we're just taking a test, and the dean came into the class and said, Topa Fajingbese, stand up. Now, I knew that I got 100% in test, so I didn't know, but I didn't. And this for me was not a big deal. Why are you telling me to stand up? From my year 3 to my year 4, I only got 1 B. Every other class was an A. And the teacher that gave me a B actually took 10 points from my grade because he said, you are a woman, what do you want to use the first class to do? This is why the guy gave me a B, but story for another day. Anyway, so I was already used to like getting 100% in my test. So the guy said, stand up. I'm thinking, okay, all right, I'm standing. So he said to the class, I want to tell you about this student. This is the best graduation student in the entire faculty. I was the best graduation. I'm not bragging. There's a context to the story. I was the best graduation student in the entire faculty of business administration. And he said, this is the best graduation student in the faculty. Barring anything happening this semester, this is going to be the best graduation student. But this student, I want to tell you how her name got on the list of admission 4 years ago. My name was actually written with pencil in the final list that was going to JAMB. The first list had gone, the second list had gone, the third list was about to go, and that was the final list. And my dad walks into the faculty with my uncle, who was the dean of Faculty of Arts, and said to the dean, no, that list is not going without her name on the list. And because my uncle was the dean of Faculty of Arts, the dean of business was like, there's nothing we can do. We're going to have to respect this man, and put his niece's name on the list. So on top of the dean's signature on the list, like imagine they've typed a list, and on top of the signature, they just wrote Temitope Fajingbese and wrote my JAMB number. And that's how I got into Unilag. And then 4 years ago, I'm graduating with the best result. And I say this because if you people remember the first meeting we had, Edith Young was not in that meeting. Edith Young only came into this cohort after the first meeting that we had. Joy and I made an executive decision to bring her into the cohort. And I was looking at the Facebook, the Instagram thing that we did where we asked people to write who they voted for on in the video competition. And she had the highest votes ban on. And that day I remembered as Joy and I were telling, I just remembered the story of how I got into Unilag and how I left Unilag. And I thought, in this life, you just don't know, whose destiny yours is aligned with. And I kept thanking God that we put her into the program. Like I did, you remember that you were not there the first class. We only added you afterwards.
I even posted about it this morning.
Can you imagine? Yeah. And you just don't know. And I will tell you for free now that Edith Young is the winner of the 250,000 naira. She's the winner of the money. But it was just remarkable when we were counting the votes and thinking about who the winner was, and it was her. And I was like, she almost did not get into the program. Just like I almost did not get into Unilag. So, for you, I just want to say how truly, truly inspired I am by your business, by your tenacity, by your professionalism. Like, you look like somebody that's been in business for years. Like, I can't even believe that you're like, in the first couple years of your business. So thank you very much for teaching me something, for reminding me about my own story and about how we cannot take for granted the cues that life gives to us, the lessons that life teaches us. We can't take it for granted. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, Miss Linda. Okay, Miss Linda, you can unmute to speak.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations, Edidion. My question really is for all of you that have this like packaging food type business. Have you made any contacts with people here to supply in the US and Canada and diaspora? Do you have any resource or anybody?
Mostly what we do is not be supply to an African market. For me, mostly what I do is what we call white labeling. So people over there, some of my customers that were here that moved over to UK and US will ask me to process and send to them, or sometimes they use their sticker to process and send to them for them to sell them. So I have few people there selling, I think from the comfort of their home, within African community. So it's not really an African market.
Okay.
But we also have people that we send door-to-door delivery. Like there are agents that we use that they can deliver to your doorstep outside the country.
Okay. I'll connect with you later then. Thank you. That's good to know.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So we have listened to all of our mentees. We have heard their stories. We've heard the stories of how they started. We've heard where they are, and we've heard where they are going to. So a huge congratulations to everyone. A huge congratulations to you, Ms. Edith John. Like I said earlier, the program really stretched you, but still you showed up and you were consistent. You kept showing up. You kept learning. You kept unlearning. You kept connecting with your mentors, and we really must say thank you. Thank you for all of that. So now we would like to, we actually would like to present certificates to you, the e-copies right now. So we'll showcase it on the screen, but come November 29th, and we're really happy that everyone is going to be around. For November 29th, we will be presenting hard copies to you, just at the early stage of the session. So like we said in the email, please come early before 8 a.m. so you can have your exhibition slots you can fully set up before our guests start to arrive. And then once we start off the session, we present the hard copies of certificates to you. So I will just quickly show us a certificate, and I'll also send this to you as well. So I'll just quickly show that on the screen. Okay. Congratulations, Dr. Falake. Congratulations, Ms. Kike. Congratulations, Ms. Lois. Sorry. Okay, sorry, let me just quickly. Okay, I'll share my screen now. Okay, please give me a minute. Okay. Okay, so congratulations, Ms. Edith Young, Ms. Aisha, Ms. Chinyere, Dr. Falake, and Ms. Kike. Congratulations to everybody. This is not the end. Like Mr. Quest said, the SheEU family is your community. Still connect with your mentors. Let us know your progress. Let us know how far you are going, and we'll be happy to support you. We'll be happy to connect with you if you need in the areas where you have challenges. If you look at the mentors, if you look at everyone on the SheEU community, we're like family, and each of us have lived different lives. Each of us have accomplished so many things. And I'm sure that if you look at each and every person on the group chat, you will find one person that can, in every challenge you are facing at the moment, you can find one person that can help you, one person who can guide you, one person who can just lead you right. Even if they cannot support you, they will know somebody somewhere who they can connect you with that would help you. So please stay connected with us, and we'll be happy to continue to have you. So thank you so much, everyone. As we wrap up, I'd just like to say that at SheEU, our mission is simple, but it's profound. We build women, we empower women, we create safe spaces for women to learn, grow, thrive, and rise. The HERfrica program was created to spotlight and support women of African descent, building businesses in different sectors, in agriculture, food systems, healthcare, innovation, and beyond. Our vision is to raise women who are equipped for global relevance, financial relevance, leadership, community impact. And again, this is not the end, this is just the beginning of the next chapter. So 2026, we will be opening up the cohorts for 2026 very soon between this month and January 2026. We will open up cohorts for 2026. The form will be open from next week, Saturday. Also, for everyone who would like to remain members of the community, the form will also be open next week, Saturday as well. We encourage you to invite more people, share the word, invite more people in your community who you think would really benefit from being members of SheEU. We have so many activities planned for next year. You would see that next week Saturday as well, from January up until December. We have quite a lot of activities that would really be helpful, plus our retreats coming up next year. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Mr. Kwek, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you all so much. First of all, again, a very warm, handy round of applause for Joy, please. And I don't say this just because, just because I just want to say it, but she is absolutely phenomenal. And I cannot tell you how many times I text her, Joy, please do this. And she's right there. And I've never really met somebody who is so easy to correct. It's easy to correct Joy. Like, she's not afraid to admit that she made a mistake about something. And I think That is something that is very lacking in so many people. You're like, look at all the work I'm doing. What do you mean I did not do this right? Very easy to say, let's do it this way, and very mission aligned as well. I want to say something that that is really very dear to my heart. And Joy hears me when I'm talking to vendors or to potential speakers about this, that um I'm very openly Muslim. I'm very, very Muslim, and you people can see it. After all, I wear a hijab. And I'm very, very clearly Yoruba. I bust into Yoruba when I'm talking to people that don't even understand. But one thing I don't do is I don't do religious events, Shio, and I don't do tribalistic events. And that's something I'm always very worried about when I want to bring a vendor or when I want to bring a speaker to Shio. Because Nigerians have a way of dividing everything along those two lines. And that's something that really scares me, and something that really scared me when we wanted to start this particular cohort. I look and I'm like, I hope somebody is not coming with, this is who I am, and the rest of you are not going to heaven. The rest of you are not worthy of being Nigerians. I didn't want that, and I always just made sure that that didn't raise ugly head anywhere in the studio. I was talking to the DJ for next week Saturday, and I told Joy, I said, look, listen, I want to talk to the DJ. Get the DJ on the call. And she got the DJ on the call, and I said to DJ, listen, I can see your name is Amina. I don't know whether that means you're Muslim or not, but please just know that I do not want any religious song in Shio. I hope we're clear. And she thought, why this conversation? But the truth is that I remember going to an ICANN induction, my induction to be an ICANN fellow. It was I joined virtually. This was during the month of Ramadan, nonetheless. And alas, the band was a gospel band. I was like, what the fuck? Like, excuse my French. I'm like, I just okay. I just normal. Like, why do Nigerians make events that are not religious become a center for religious discrimination? And so I want to first of all thank everybody on this call and involved in Shio for respecting the space, for making sure that nobody feels less than or more than because of their identity. And I continue to emphasize this because this is the Nigerian thing. It's a Nigerian thing. Before you know what's happening, they've turned it into an asalatu or into a fellowship. And we want to continue to make sure that that does not happen. The second thing is that for those of you who are in the Africa cohort this year, you have inspired me a lot to keep the community going. When we had the Africa cohort last year, I don't even remember half of who was on that cohort. I don't remember. But there's no way I can ever forget the 6 people on this cohort. There's absolutely no way. And I want to make sure that, we continue to keep you guys in the fold. So we will have an Africa alum section of our SHIO membership. And that Africa alum session, you'll be able to come to our quarterly sister circles. So thank you so, so much. And so make sure you bring your people to the mentors and to the members. Kai, you people, this particular SHIO coming up in Lagos, I wrote about it on LinkedIn recently that I was not going to do SHIO Lagos this November because you people know I had a baby last year. So I'm still trying to recalibrate. I'm not even back to work fully. I still work part-time in my real job. But Tokwe, this is perhaps the person I've known the longest on this call, said, no, you have to do something in Lagos for your tribe now. And I thought, okay, I have to do something in Lagos for a tribe. Okay, let's put a SHIO on the books. But this SHIO, my husband believes that it's my child's good luck that brought this to me. But this SHIO is the one that we've had the most support of any that I've been doing since 2017. It's like everybody was just saying yes. Normally that we'll be hearing no, no, no. Of course, this no was still present this year. Don't get me wrong. Hey, the no is still there. No, you people were already committed to Wimbies. I'm like, we and Wimbies were not the same. Why do you people come? There's somebody even told me, you people and Whisker on the same day in the same venue. I'm like, are we Whisker? We're not Whisker. We're different. But 9 out of 10 people that we've asked have said yes. And that has been, honestly, really mind-blowing for me. And that's, for me, is to tell you that please don't give up. I'm not talking to the mentees, I'm talking to the mentors. Don't give up. what we are doing is working. The community that we're building is going to be big. People are going to want to be a part of us at some point, and they will not have the opportunity because you people were there at the beginning. And so, like Joy said, next week Saturday, we're going to open up our 2026 membership. People, some of you on this call, I don't want to be calling names. You've been there since your membership was just an idea. There is somebody on this call who is the one who wished First Bank away. You know, we had about 10 First Bank women on the call last year. And she put a smiley face and outed herself. But this year, we were trying to get them to come back. They did not come back. And she wished, she said, I don't want them. I don't want them. I'm like, hey, God, do. And then the next day, they did not join. But some of you have been there since your membership was an idea. And, you know, $250 is not small money. Oh, it's not small money. But people keep pouring your funds in there. And I hope and I pray that you continue to be with us. Next year will be more structured than this year. Kai, this year I was still, you know, my body was going from postpartum to menopause to this. Everything doing me gree. But next year, by the special grace of God, when I'll be 49, chai, God, I'm old. But next year, we're going to be a little bit more structured. And I want to just share a little bit of what we're expecting. The first month of every quarter will be our sister circle, period. This is our internal thing where we do our stuff. The sister circle for April is going to be very special. April is my month, the month of my birth. But April is also financial literacy month. And my goal for April next year is that we bring a series of coaches and facilitators to teach us how to invest. Many of us are getting older and we are getting to the point where we need to make sure we have something just in case whatever it is that we're relying on doesn't work. But the goal for next April's Moneymaker is going to be, you know, serious investment, not just in America or in the UK, but also in Nigeria, where we can really come out of that program and see ourselves to, you know, our path to being millionaires. So the first month of every quarter, January, April, July, in October, we will have sister circles gathering and we'll be trying to upskill, set goals, and just support ourselves. The last month of every quarter, March, the last Saturday of March, the last Saturday of June, the last Saturday of September, except for December. That one is for enjoyment. But those 3 Saturdays, we're going to have our Rise by Shio. So mark your calendar, save your dates. March, by the grace of God, is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm saying that for the first time, but it's going to be in the USA, but down south, Atlanta, Georgia. June will be in Manchester in the UK. And September will be back in Lagos, Nigeria, by the grace of God. So please save the date. November is another special program where we are going to Namibia. You guys, if you're following me on social media, you know I was in South Africa 2 weeks ago. And when I was in South Africa, I met the people who are going to host us in Namibia, and I cannot wait to take my tribe there. So please save the date, middle of November. We will go, by the grace of God, to Namibia. But also, you can come with us as a member to Shio in Manchester in the UK, to Shio in Lagos, Nigeria in September, and to Shio in Atlanta, Georgia in March as well. So other 2 programs that we're going to do are going to be Numa. I'll talk about Numa later on when we start the membership. And then, but Africa is coming back again to July and August. During the summer, it's going to be virtual. So for those who are traveling on vacation, you can join at any point in time. One unique thing that will be different in Shio next year, one unique thing that I cannot wait, I'm so excited, is that all of you on this call, you don't have written your name to be committee leads for things. So African, you know, Bilkis, I can see you do your head like your name is actually on the committee lead for something. But we want member-driven events. So if we're doing Rise Lagos, there is a committee that has been working on that since the beginning of the year. If we're doing Rise in Manchester, UK, there's a committee that's been working on that. If we're doing any NICU outreach or outreaching parents with special needs, moms with special needs, because Numa is going to be not just for people who have experienced infertility, pregnancy loss, and NICU stay, all of things I've experienced, but we're adding moms who are going through parenting by parenting kids with special needs, kids with disabilities. How do we support them? So that also has committee leads. There are 2 people whose names are leaders of that committee. They don't know yet, but they're leaders of the committee. The retreat, there will be leads on that as well. But my goal is that we're all working. You know, you are paying to work, essentially. But what we're going to do next year is to be very deliberate about, you know, just giving back. But all of these things I've said, the month of May, is going to be resting. The month of December is going to be resting. The month of February is going to be resting. Those 3 months we are doing nothing. We're just chilling. So thank you all so much for being part of this community that is growing. I really don't take you guys for granted at all. I look forward to having you back in the fold. God bless you all. And mentees, please continue to stay connected. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Thank you. Thank you.
So me that I was going off camera because I thought that would save me. It didn't work.
Your name is already there now. Your name is there. Oh, look at this one. Your name is there.
Hey, you know how busy I am, but we'll do it. It's going to happen. And may it be better than you planned. So yeah. Thank you so much for all that you give to the community and to the world as a whole. So
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you. God bless you all. We look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.